Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, which of course was originally PlayStation 4, and then obviously, well, Spider-Man was PlayStation 4, the Remastered was PlayStation 5, is finally available on PC. And it runs fantastically, it runs great. I've got everything whacked up to Ultra, and I'm getting pretty much a solid 60 FPS with ray tracing on. It only drops a couple of frames into the 50s when you're swinging through the city, which I can live with because the game looks beautiful. The game looks absolutely stunning. The detail on Spider-Man's suits it's just incredible. The lighting is fantastic. The gameplay, as always, is incredible. I picked up Spider-Man on PlayStation 4 when it originally released. I actually watched Ant-Man the night before it came out. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think. That was what I watched at the cinema with a friend, and then I stayed up till midnight, and I had the day off afterwards to play Spider-Man, and I had a hell of a time. I played it all day, and it is my favourite superhero game, and it was definitely in my top 10 games of all time. And this PC port just further cements that fact, and I am more than happy to play through it again and again and unlock all 78 Steam achievements and beyond. Now, I haven't played the Miles Morales one, but when that one does come out on PC, I'll pick that one up and I'll play through that one. But this Spider-Man Remastered on the PC is another fantastic PlayStation port, and I hope that they just keep them coming, because I can't find a PS5 for love nor money, but I'm happy just to play them on PC. If you haven't played this game before, it's great. It is everything that a Spider-Man game should be. You can free roam, you can take on crime all over the city, there are collectibles, there are suits to unlock, you have, because it's the remastered version, so it comes with all 3 DLC packs and all the costumes and whatnot. Some of the costumes are given to you straight away, like the Far From Home, the Iron Spider suit, and all that kind of stuff. You get amazing costumes to choose from. As soon as you complete a couple of the main story missions, you'll be golden. It's such a good game, and it just warrants being played by as many people as possible who are into superhero games. And if everybody who wants this picks it up, then hopefully, I mean, it makes sense. I'm sure Sony will release Spider-Man 2 on PC eventually. Maybe, obviously, not the same year that it comes out on PlayStation 5, but I think definitely we'll see it come out the year after. That's what I'm hoping. God of War Ragnarok. I haven't picked up the God of War port on PC as of yet, but I will do eventually when it comes down a bit cheaper. I think it's a great game. I just don't want to pay full whack for it again, because it's the kind of game that is difficult to play through again and again, because it is more on the linear side. But I think the God of War, or God of War 4, whatever you want to call it, I think it is, again, it's still a fantastic game. But this Spider-Man Remastered, I was just blown away by the graphics. I haven't got it on full 4K because my monitor is only 1440p. It's a QHD, so, but it's still, on that, it looks phenomenal and it runs great. And I'm happy to have that medium, because it means that I can have amazing graphical fidelity and higher frame rates, which is, that's perfect for me. There are a couple of graphical hiccups I have seen, like some textures go a bit peculiar, like there's a scene where Dr. Otto Octavius is talking to Peter Parker and he's got a takeaway bag, and that takeaway bag sketched the hell out. Now, I wasn't recording at that point, but it sketched out only for a moment and only for that scene, but that was pretty funny. And also like a reflection for the Kingpin towards the beginning of the game, like before he goes and stands behind a glass panel and then some turrets come up, and the reflections were on him before he got behind the glass panel, and that was a bit odd. But apart from those, I've not really encountered anything else. Nothing at all like game breaking. I've mentioned this before in videos, but I've got a Ryzen 5800X. Ryzen 7 5800X. I've got a RTX 3060 12GB card, 32GB of RAM, and everything on SSD, and I can play this game, pretty much perfectly. So and that's with everything on very high or ultra, or whatever you want to call it. And with that DSLR on, because, you know, I like to help at my computer where I can. Now, it is really hot in the UK at the minute, so I can't play too much during the midday because my PC was punching out like 90 odd degrees from the CPU last night, and that was just insanity, so I had to turn that off. But I'm going to do what I can. It's going to start getting cooler here over the next couple of weeks, and then I'll be able to play a lot more games and hopefully maybe even do some live streaming of Spider-Man and some Let's Plays. But please let me know in the comments down below, have you played this Spider-Man game? Are you going to check out this remaster? Are you going to wait for it to get a bit cheaper? Now, in my opinion, I think it's worth full whack because it is such a damn good game. It is unfortunate you can't access the DLC from just within the main game itself. You can only access them separately via the main menu, which is a bit bizarre, but it's not a deal breaker or anything. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.